silly. Not even a mile into the East Ridge Trail, I think it's called, that I'm doing instead of the approach because the stairs are closed and we're making our way to the fog. Hey, not gonna lie, saying goodbye was hard. But I feel like that's expected. I feel like I had a tummy ache all morning the same way when I ran for student body president, like during the campaign season when I was doing everything. My tummy felt the same way. So just big things happening, but we're starting. So I just feel like the anticipation of like it all was a lot. Like literally for 2 years basically I've been like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing, and like now it's time. And so it just suddenly felt so real, like getting here. So tears were shed. I feel like I could have cried every like 10 minutes, but that's okay because it just means I love my people. So, well, I'm gonna go so I can do this hike. You may be able to hear the falls over there. It's far too foggy to even see it, but here we are on the approach trail. Well, yes, we are. I was like, do I go to the falls? Like, I wanted to see it, but like, I'll probably only be able to hear it there too. All right, after over 6 miles, we're starting to see the blue sky, which is exciting. We've been in the fog / clouds, I don't know, for a while. So I was excited to see the blue, but less than like 3 miles to go. Wow, look at it now. You can see like the line of fog where I was, and then you can see the mountains now. And then lots of more blue sky. And I can like actually see like far ahead of me. Good night. Hello. Seems like an update is worth due. It's like 2:30 right now, day 2. Yeah, I guess I'll just tell y'all what I've done today. Woke up at like 7 to the birds chirping, and my eye mask was in clutch. Came in clutch. It's the saying. Because I couldn't see a darn thing, and it was completely dark, but then I heard the birds and I was like, oh, it must be morning. It was 7. So I got up, hung out with people at the campsite, and I didn't leave until like 10. I was there. Some people came and they were fixing the picnic table, so shout out to them. Helped maintain the trail. Then I got on my merry way and I caught up with Matthew. We hiked together for a while, crossed like a stream together. Hey. And then we hung out at a waterfall. Stayed there for like 2 hours. Like, ate snacks, read my book. Like, it was just a chill time. Met some people, told us some archaeology thing, like all kinds of things was happening at that waterfall. Met Augie, he's another vlogger, recognized me, which was pretty cool. We all just got to chat and hang out. Now I'm hiking again. I only have like 3-ish miles to Rock Mountain Shelter, I think is what it's called. But yeah, we're sticking with our like 8 miles a day for like the first week or so. Just because everybody says that, you know, you get injured if you go too far. So we're trying to avoid that. I didn't have a lot of footage from yesterday because honestly, like, I feel like anybody would ask me like, oh, how you feeling? Like, heading to a good time? Like, whatever. I feel like every 10 minutes I probably could have started crying. And like, not like, I don't even know, like, crying because I was sad, crying because I was excited, like, crying, like, just a neutral cry. Like, it was like so much anticipation coming up to this moment. So much anticipation coming up to this moment. Like 2 years. And now finally, like, being here, doing the thing, like, suddenly, like, it all felt real. Like, the week before I left, people kept asking me, like, oh, it's soon, how do you feel? And I was like, I don't know, like, I'll see when I get there. Like, it doesn't really feel real until I'm there. And boy, did it feel real. My, like, stomach hurt. I, like, hardly ate breakfast the day I left. I ate a Tums. Once when I started, like, I felt fine, but boy, did I cry at the arch. Like, I cried just saying goodbye. It was just hard. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll see you in, like, 6 months. So, now that I'm out here, feeling a lot better. I knew it was a temporary thing. I'm arriving at Hawk Mountain Shelter, but look at this campsite, all leveled out, and they have them labeled. It's number 6. You keep going down, and then there's number 7. So they have beautiful tent sites here. The only downfall is the shelter itself and the water source, and the bear boxes are at the very end of this downhill trail that's almost half a mile, 0.4 off the trail. Otherwise, I mean, it's pretty great. Just steps away from the last campsite I was talking about is the bear box. Then right here is the privy. So really nice, and I may be like halfway down, so I'm considering stopping, but I would like to hang out with people at the shelter. But I don't know if I want to hike all the way back up this in the morning. If I don't have to. Hello, so made a silly little mistake. I stopped a mile before I meant to. So this beautiful site, beautiful right here, then to the campsite. Yeah, this is Hawk Mountain Campsites, something like that. And I meant to go to the shelter. And I was just under the impression that the shelter was like the bottom of the hill. But no, it's a mile ahead. But I was just hanging out, reading my book, and somebody came up and told me, just in conversation, it came up, and I was like, oh, that's where I meant to go. That's where I have friends. So I was starting to wonder where they were. So I guess I'll be the last one to get there.
That's me. I'm from Mobile, so.
All right, so we were just giving each other trail names.
It's a big moment.
Big moment, huge.
You can go first.
Okay, I'll explain yours.
Yes, please.
It's pretty obvious. Yuki.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
And I think when you started like crying about the cat that showed up in camp, that was really the beginning of you being KitKat.
Yep. So here we are now.
Yuki and KitKat.
Beautiful stars. This is a Big Dipper. It says Starboy. Can't see him vaguely.
Can't see me.
It's my
From
homie.
here.
He is here. And here's the bar. But this is my homie that y'all may have seen. Oh, we can see you. But I saw him earlier in some videos. We were hanging out, also known as Matthew. But that is the past.
That's the past.
Starboy. This is the present. Starboy. He's just so darn cute. Hello and welcome to day 3. It's about 10 a.m. right now. I started about an hour ago. Last night Didn't sleep as well as the night before, but it was still pretty good. Didn't sleep as well because this fog brought like misty rain, so my tent's all wet and things. But today, half a pint and Starboy and I, many ands, the three of us decided, well, half a pint was already going to Above the Clouds hostel tonight, and she said that there was bunks still available, asked if I would like to go, and then Starboy also was interested. So instead of going to Gooch Shelter, we're going to Woody's Gap. So I'm like 8 miles to 12, so wasn't the original plan. I wanted to go slow, but I wanted to stay at Hostel Around the Bend, and it's booked the day that I want to stay, so decided to stay here just in case I can't get in there. Super pretty out there. Layers of mountains. And then I think, oh, one of the mountains over there is Springer, because that water right there, I remember looking at it from Springer, like that way, and the water was like face on. So I think one of those are Springer. Look at that guy. Like neon legs. Right here, the trail is really giving a green tunnel. Like seriously.
Well, the whole time I was sitting there.
And then as soon as the sun went down, it dropped 20 degrees.
Yeah, because I
Look at them separate the dye pack. Dick and Ronnie know their jobs.
I wouldn't be out here if I wasn't.
So you trust me?
You go, honey. Let him practice for a minute. Oh, yeah, nice. Nice.
Wow.
It's gonna get darker and darker.
This is what I can do.
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, so just want to thank you, for all of this. It's been lovely.
Yes, heck yeah. Yeah, come see us, mile 428.8 technically, Boots Off Hostel and Campground. Right next to the trail. Beautiful Watauga Lake is right there. We have kayak, canoes, and paddleboards to rent. Make a great 0-day location. We also have it's called the Watauga Lake Boots Off Aqua Blaze, which is you can paddle 8 to 10 miles and get 21 miles up trail. So that's another fun little lake day people do.
Cool.
But yeah, we're just doing our trail magic. We've been doing about 5 years now, and this to this size, Grumpy, who's been with me the longest over there, he's a great guy helping out. Grumpy, woo, big smile. But anyways, yeah, it's been a good time. We just love giving back. So many people have given back to Boots Off to really make the hostel what it is to this day. I have crazy ideas. Some other people have ideas, but to make it happen, we wouldn't be able to do it without the people of the trail. And that's kind of Boots Off story. And so we just take some money from the previous year that we make and put it back into buying a bunch of stuff and helping out the next season's hikers, get them some encouragement. We figured, we can help them out now. They will have a little more motivation maybe to have a goal. Okay, 3 to 6 weeks away, 400 miles from this point right here at Gooch Gap. They can look forward to seeing us again, and then after that they'll keep on doing that all the way up the trail before they know it, they're there.
Yep, I know. I'm looking forward to it. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful view out there. Just windy. Feels nice though. All right, hello. Good morning. Day 4. Time is, I think, around 9. Started like 45 minutes ago. Just wanted to give you all an update because I don't think I explained it last night. I decided to stay at Gooch Gap instead of going on to Woody Gap and then staying at Above the Clouds hostel. I decided to do that because I was gonna stay there because I thought Hostel Around the Bend was full for the day I intended on staying, and that was actually not the case. They had spots available, and I didn't find out until I got to Gooch Gap. And that's where Boots Off Hostel was doing some trail magic. So I got there around 3 and I had a burger, which was wild because since being a vegetarian and coming off of that, I've only had a burger like one other time, but man, it was so good. It didn't upset my stomach at all. So a good sign. More burgers in my future. They had cold drinks, chips, and all kinds of things. It was so lovely. They're awesome people. You heard from Jim, the owner, and yeah, if y'all are gonna be in Tennessee at mile 428, you should definitely stay at Boots Off Hostel. They're such nice people, and they were so kind. They gave us breakfast in the morning too. It was incredible. So shout out to Boots Off Hostel. This is a beautiful water source trickling off there. If only I needed some, but I don't. So we continue on. Look where I am.
Yeah, it's a snow paradise right now.
Today has been an absolute treat. When I got into Woody's Gap, as you saw, there was trail magic there too. Shout out to everyone that put it together. And yeah, I trail magic for breakfast, trail magic for lunch. I'm not gonna need to get a resupply. My mini resupply I was planning on doing in Neil's Gap. I think I'll be good. Pretty set. Rest of today, trying to make it to Woods Hole. It's in the bear can restricted area, but I have a bear can, so it's all right. It's about maybe 5 miles from here, but it's looking like rain. Rain starting like 30 minutes, maybe it said, for an hour at 12, and then rain starting at 3 p.m. all night, all of tomorrow, as far as it would show me tomorrow. So, looks like we're gonna have a rainy day up Blood Mountain, so that'll be fun. Look at this goofy looking tree. It's one tree, but it has like 2 legs, or trunks for that matter. But that's so weird. I've never seen anything like that. It's only sprinkling, so the rain hasn't been bad at all. So that mountain is very tall, so it deceived me. And this over here is Blood Mountain because the trail goes that way. And now I'm making my way down to, no, not. I'm going down to Woods Hole Hostel. Oh, not hostel, shelter. I have another like 5.5 weeks until I get to Woods Hole Hostel. But from the looks of it, or the sounds of it, obviously I want to be there. I actually met Neville, the owner of Woods Hole Hostel, at a Vipassana meditation retreat about a month before I came on trail. So that was super cool, and Neville's just an amazing person. If y'all get the opportunity to go to Woods Hole Hostel, you definitely should. And I'm excited to get there. But for now, we make our way down to Woods Hole Shelter. Good morning at Blood Mountain Shelter. Day 5. It's been about like less than 2 miles so far. Heading our way in here. Here's the inside of Blood Mountain Shelter. But yeah, started about way less than an hour ago, not even 2 miles in. And my rain jacket is too hot. Yeah! Would you like to say hi to the vlog? Yeah, so friend Becca just came up and she said exactly what I was just thinking, that there were some climbs yesterday that were steeper. I feel like everybody is like, oh, Blood Mountain, like, because it's like, seems like one of the first like hard climbs. And like, I mean, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard. And that's why you take everything. What am I saying?
With a grain of salt.
Yes, thank you. That's why you take everything that everyone says with a grain of salt. Woo! We made it to Mountains Crossing, Neil Gap. Look at the boots. My boots are staying right here. All right. 27. Pretty happy with that. This is me. So there's Orange Kitty that hangs out here at Neil's Gap. And right now, I'm on the hunt to find the kitty. One of the people working at Mountains Crossings, their trail name was KitKat for the same reason. They love cats, so that was fun. Thanks to 8 Yards, we have located Orange Kitty. Oh, just a little baby. Oh, it's so eepy.
If you're not gonna snuggle me, I'm going to my room.
Oopsie.
Hack. You said it's really bothered you back, right?
Oh, little baby. Not so little though. Look! It's Orange Kitty. KitKat and Orange Kitty. 8 Yard. If you didn't have a trail name yet, it would be something related to those bear dogs. Bear dogs. Look at that. The sun shining its way to the privy for me. How nice. If you couldn't tell, we made it to the shelter. Whitley something, I think. Didn't quite realize that it was a mile and a half off the trail. But that's alright. It was really the only shelter like around, and I didn't really want to tent with it raining. So yeah. Yeah, the sun is out.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's day 6, and as you can see, the sun is out. The trail's still quite muddy. So there's still some slipping and sliding from the past 2 days. I'm trying to take the weather with a grain of salt, but it looks like there's going to be more rain the next 2 days. But today I'm going about 13 miles, about 11 some on mile trails. Some of those are just to get to the shelters and things, but doing that because then tomorrow I'll only have like 2.5 miles into Unicoi Gap. I'm going uphill now. Go into Unicoi Gap, and then I'll be going to hostel around the bend. So be out of the rain one of those days, but it's looking like the next day is when there's going to be more rain. So we'll see if the weather is true or not. Hello. As you can see, the sunglasses were out. When I was on the other side of this mountain, it was nice and sunny. So the sun did come out today. It was quite nice. About a bit over 5 miles until I get to camp. In the last clip you saw us hanging out. Had lunch at that shelter. Cooled off my feet. But oh my gosh, when I tried to walk away and like get my feet out of the water, my feet were still so like numb and like asleep that I like couldn't walk. I like had to like stand there for a minute, like I nearly fell over. It was so silly. But yeah, Just about 5, over 5 more to go. And then it seems like a lot of friends are planning on being at that shelter too. So it'll be fun. Made it to today's shelter. Out of breath. We were spoiled with a lot of downhills. Here at the end it was up.
If you've missed last week's episode, here's a recap.
Oh, wow, it's been a tiring day and the first day of the Appalachian Trail. Let me look at my back and get my headphones out so I can listen to some music. Oh my gosh, I forgot my headphones. Hiking, 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 hiking. Oh, I'm at Neil's Gap. I'm gonna buy some headphones. Here they are. They don't work. That's the recap. They don't work. I need more headphones. The end. Beautiful sunset. Good night. Good morning. Look at this for us. So nice. Becca's here. And we're at Unicoi Gap. I'm heading into town, staying at hostel around the bend. On Far Out, it said, text us like your ETA, and I did, and they're like, okay, like the next shuttle to there will be at 11 a.m. That's an hour and a half from now. So I'm gonna sit my little batoot here, drink a Coke, and read my book. I know I've been saying like read my book a lot, but I have a Kindle, so it's been really nice. So yeah, that's the update. Did 2 miles. Becca and I attempted to watch the sunrise. Too cloudy. Supposed to get lots of rain today, so rain goes into tomorrow too, so I'll see some of it tomorrow when I'm back on trail. Look where I am. Going to get a shower, do laundry. It'll be a lovely time. In town, get me a bagel. Bagels are one of my favorite foods, so I'm gonna do that. It's raining outside. I don't want to go out there. I'm so strong. I will. Hello. The rain isn't too bad. Hasn't really started yet. I went to Dunkin'. Then I went to Taco Bell and I bought only a drink because I felt bad taking their sauce without buying anything. So I got a drink and then I got a bunch of the mild sauce. And we're heading to Walgreens to look for headphones. Signed the bus. There I am. Hello. So hanging outside here at Hostel Around the Bend. I got both the kitties with me. Went into town. There's a free shuttle into town that picks hikers up from here, from Dick's Creek Gap and Unicoi Gap. So I took that. And in that bus ride, I was like, if I'm gonna die on trail, it's gonna be because one of these bus rides or some shuttle or something. I felt like we were going pretty fast around those roads, those windy mountain roads. So I was like, if I'm gonna die on trail, it's gonna be on one of these roads. But this rain and these stormy weather is changing my plans a little bit, and I'm trying really hard not to like be upset about it or like be like, oh, this is like the end of the world. Like, I probably shouldn't have planned out as much as I did and just kind of went with the flow, but I like wanted to know where I was gonna be so I can meet up with people. But my people, they can wait. It can be a little delayed. It doesn't have to all be perfect. So that's the lesson learned.